Hi guys, this has been a while since I've done an update video on our bus conversion, but today I'd like to show you some of the systems that I've got completed on it, and the electrical and the propane, and just a bit of background. It's a 99 102 MCI 102 EL3. I have solar panels on the roof, 4,500 watts. And yeah, I will walk down to it. I just came up here so you could see the panels. Excuse my walking here. So we're preparing to we built this coach last year, mainly two winters, well, not this winter but last winter, and we're preparing to move in and live in here for probably the next half a year or so. So this is my electrical bay, my mainly DC. In here I've got old telecom batteries, 12 volt AGMs. There's 28 total, so two arrays of 12 volt in series to make 24. So we've got a 6 kilowatt inverter charger, and yeah, so this is I've got four basically arrays of the solar panels of 320 volt watts, and I've got them in two series going to each box. And then this one has two of those. Actually, there's 6 panels, so two. Yeah, anyway, running to it. So I have the ability here at the top to combine both the bus with that switch. I can combine the bus 24 volt system with the house 24 volt to take advantage of the alternators. I've got, I think it's 300 amps of alternators, or maybe a little bit more. But generally I leave it on only on the house battery, and I don't use the bus system because I have solar. And then over here I've got disconnect for the solar and the 24 volt side, and then breakers to disconnect the panel, the solar panel array from the charge controllers. And then that little dial disconnects the charge controllers from the battery. And then that also feeds into a shunt that I've got over here that keeps the start batteries charged. So it's a one-way, rated for 80 amps, and I've got a time delay, or sorry, a breaker automatic resetting circuit breaker here in case it does trip when I haven't tested it, but I expect when I start the bus I'd have an inrush of current through that exceeding the 80 amps. So for now, that's how I keep the bus batteries charged. And then in a future project I will be hooking up this inverter charger, and then also that Vanner charger together with the built-in charger on the 6 kilowatt inverter. So I'll have 1, 2, 3 DC chargers. I think it's going to give me something like 5,000 watts, 5 to 6,000 watts off the generator. The generator's on the is on the other side here behind that panel, and we'll show you that in a minute. So the idea is in the winter, if we fire up the generator, I can bulk charge that bank. And so here is the completed just today, my propane bank. So I've lined the bay with aluminum panels from the roof that I took off the ceiling in the bus inside, and then yeah, so there's the propane. The stove is literally sitting directly on top of this, and I get my shut off, did some nice bends, and my double regulators right behind that. And then there's also venting in behind here. So I don't know if this is enough, but there's anyway, if that does build up, it'll be able to drain. So I'll go to the other side and show you the generator. This is a 7 kilowatt generator that I got from a light pole generator, one of those industrial or commercial. Yeah, it's Kubota. Kubota 3-cylinder, and I've got a start controller here that is tied in with my Victron BMS that can start and run it automatically as needed. And behind here is my 2-ton AC. It's in the outside unit. It's a ducted AC. So anyway, it sits in this factory AC bay, and this camera's doing a tough job. In the back there is the one of actually 3 mufflers. Well, a muffler and a resonator. Actually 2 mufflers and a resonator. So it runs pretty quiet, and yeah, and I've got that all basically isolated off from the rest of the house, so it's reasonably quiet. I've got aluminum, and then 1/4 inch rubber, and then 1.5 inch of Roxol. And I did have to install a little fan here to bring in fresh air into the bay, and it blows into the open AC bay. And so from that, I'll go inside and show you how I finished the wiring. I'm quite pleased with, last year when I did this, I just kind of did a quick and easy job wiring everything up. Not very safe, but I've since redone it, taken everything apart and redone. So I've installed lights now in the walls permanently, no more extension cords, under counter lighting. There's the propane range, and then here is my electrical closet. So all the AC is distributed from this panel. Everything comes up from the floor. There's some DC, but mostly AC. My Cyrix or whatever, BMS. Well, it's not really BMS, but it's a controller. And yeah, 12 volt, 24 volt. My 24 volt panel running off the house batteries, which goes to a 12 volt 12 volt like a transformer, 24 to 12, and then that runs my 12 volt side. And yeah, this is an older panel, Federal Pioneer that I got from my father-in-law, and everything's all cleaned up finally. So and I even have a light, which was the last thing I did in this closet. Should have been the first thing I did, but yeah, so I've seen this, so this tells me the net of what's going into the battery right now. As you can see, it's well, maybe you can't, but it's an overcast day, and my 4500 watts is producing a net of about 700 or 800 going into the battery. So what it's actually producing, I'm not sure, but I don't have many systems running right now. But I've seen that up to 4,000, right around 4,000 watts out of the 45, so 4,500. So I'm happy with that. Well, I'll just pan around here. So there's our electrical in the wall, and a future project. I'll actually close these in, and trim out the windows and have blinds that pull down, but for now I don't have that. We do have a door here that closes off the kids' bunks. But all right, that's it. This is we're almost ready to move in. We're selling our house, and we bought another property with a house that needs to be renovated. So we will be living in here for the foreseeable future. And not sure how you flip the camera around. Well, you'll have to see me another time. There you go. All right, bye for now, guys.